Hello everyone, my name is Amy and I enjoy gaming, and this is background gaming. Long format videos perfect for having on in the background. So today Blorbo is going to continue her adventures in Skyrim. We'll kind of make our way to this quest point, but we'll go ahead and take care of some any quests we run into along the way.
You don't look like one of Fildgor's mangy bunch. The big one spotted your approach. Be warned. Cradle Crush isn't the idyllic place it once was. You don't know. The big folk prepare to march to war. I sense that you and the big folk share a common foe. I'd say you arrived just in time. I like that in a champion. The Stormfists captured the giant's mammoths. They plan to use them against Fort Amel. If you oppose the Stormfists, then you are an ally of the big folk. Take this horn and blow it at the nearby cave. It will summon a giant to your side. Stormfist scouts hide in the trees. They ambush us when we least expect it. The giant can help you knock the cowards from their perches, then kill them and collect any orders they carry. If you find something, meet me at the camp to the west. I may have answers. Ask away. I don't speak to giants. I know them. I'm a friend of the giants. Let's leave it at that until we get to know each other a little better. The same reason anyone fights with giants. They're stupid. Fildgor Orcthane leads the Stormfist to war against his brother, the Scald King. Along the way, they revel in malice and destruction. That's just one of the consequences of war. I see victory in your eyes. What did you find on the Stormfist scouts? Excellent. We couldn't have gathered this information without you. Now, with your continued help, we can take back Cradlecrush and drive off the Stormfist invaders. The notes you discovered suggest two weaknesses in the fort's defenses: the gates and the captive mammoths. Once you get inside, you must free the mammoths to cause havoc and unlock the gates to let us in. Warlord Lob and his lieutenants have made the arena at the heart of Cradlecrush their headquarters. Use the horn there to sound our attack and strike fear into the invaders' hearts. The giant near the natural wall just behind me to the west is ready to help you. Just give him a poke and he'll do the rest. We'll launch our attack once you're inside and we hear the signal. My, aren't we an inquisitive one? I'm not used to so many questions, but I have been spending a lot of time around giants lately, and they're not really big on conversation. Leave that to my giant friend. He knows just how to get you inside the fort. One of the documents you recovered indicated that the mammoths are difficult to control. If you free a few of them, that should distract some of the Stormfist soldiers while we assault the walls. The fortress has a north gate and a south gate. One of the notes you took off the scouts says the two locks secure each gate. Flip the switches atop the towers to unlock the gates. The giants will rush in and will split their forces. Never bow to authority, especially when they want to cut off your head. Now go find that giant. You did well. Better than I or my master expected. Now, only one task remains. The warlord who leads these brigands, Lob the Cleaver. He's inside, along with the deadly orcs that are always at his side. They're a nasty piece of work, the lot of them. Enter the arena and sound the horn. That will tell the giants it's time. It was easy enough to slip inside, thanks to all the chaos you caused. I decided to wait for you here. You don't get to know everything, mortal. Does that frustrate you? Just know that some grudges are ancient, and some answers are beyond your understanding. You would abandon this cause that you have worked so hard to advance? If that's what you wish, go. I won't stop you. But I think you'll be back. We all have a desire to see what happens next. Almost certainly not. In addition to the Stormfist Legion that Fildgor Orcthane put into his command, Lorb travels with a dozen of the fiercest, most savage orcs you will ever have the pleasure of fighting. They're really quite impressive. Don't you know where you are? This is a sacred place to the orcs, the ritual arena of Malakath. When you blow the horn, you'll signal the giants and challenge Lob at the same time. He'll have no choice but to follow the rules of the arena. Lob and his champions must fight you in the prescribed order. They can't attack you all at once. They have to play by the rules and challenge you in waves. You'll be able to handle that. I have faith in you. I think not. Such a path fits neither my role nor my disposition. I am a friend, not a foe. Besides, this is your mission. I wouldn't want to steal your glory. Blow the horn and the big folk will come. They'll help you.
Causing so much trouble for my troops. Well, that ends here. To me, my honor guard! You don't look like you'll last very long in here. Bormal, Dumal, rip the intruder apart!
Watch out! The giants are hurling boulders into the arena.
Let's see you defeat 3 elite orcs.
Destroy!
If you want something done right, you just have to do it yourself.
Welcome back, friend. You survived the challenge and helped the giants take back the stronghold. I couldn't have asked for a better resolution to this situation. Well done. I know. I felt his life force depart when you struck him down. Go in peace, giant friend. You have our thanks.
You picked a bad time to visit the lost knife mine, stranger.
Oh no. I hoped Carrick made it to Fort Hamel. Octane Filgo's troops have taken over the mine. Half of us was sent to work in the mine and serve as hostages. The other half wait out here and worry. My family's in there right now.
We need weapons. Overpower some of the soldiers, grab their weapons, and give them to my husband Yomand. He's somewhere in the mine. Also, set a few miners free along the way. Look for my siblings, Treedy and Adrek. I need to know they're safe.
Did my sister Eitaki send you? Good to know. We've been doing what we can to confuse and delay them. Yeoman has been sneaking around, passing along information. Sometimes he's even in disguise. These thugs are easy to fool, but they're scary when they get angry. Thanks for the help. See you outside.
Thank you.
I saw you take out some of those bastards. That can only mean we're taking back the mine. Best news I've heard since this started. You need to find my sister's husband, Yeoman. He's up ahead, sneaking around in disguise and causing all kinds of trouble for the Stormfists. He needs to know what's going on. I'll go help the others.
Over here! Keep your voice down. I am. Saw you helping some of the others. I've been sneaking around, sabotaging what I can. Sometimes I pretend to work. Sometimes I wear their armor and go where I want. They don't really pay that much attention. Did my wife Eitaki send you? Excellent. We're strong and we're determined. With weapons we can rout Filgor's troops. Their leader, Magister Ozan, has been investigating the deeper chambers, and that worries me. The mine is as good as ours again. Thanks to you. I could use your help against the Stormfist leader, though. Magister Ozan. She searches the deeper chambers. We broke into an ice cave and found an ore we had never seen. It seems to have magical properties. Before we could determine anything else, these thugs arrived. We hid the sample in our research notes, but I think the Magister is suspicious. She's looking for something back there. I'd like you to retrieve the research notes and the ore sample. We were in a rush, so we hid our notes in an urn on the scaffolding in the next chamber. We left an ore sample in there too, but there's a chance Ozan found it. You could disguise yourself and grab the notes. Crates of uniforms are scattered throughout the mine. There's a crate right there. Just be careful. They don't notice you if you walk around like you own the place. But Ozan's guards might be more alert than the average Stormfist thug. Over here, friend. How did you fare? That's good news. While you were doing that, my miners drove off most of the Orcthane's troops. Milk drinkers, every last one of them. We'll clean out the stragglers. I have one more favor to ask of you. That chamber, the one where we found the mysterious metal, we left some of the ore in there. But the trolls, they seem attracted to the stuff. They won't let us near it. Deal with the trolls and recover the rest of the ore. I will meet you outside. Thanks to you, the mine is ours again. Thanks.
I'm grateful that the mine is once again safely under our control. I sure would like to learn more about this mysterious metal, though. I'm almost sorry we discovered that mysterious metal. I don't know what to do with it, but I don't want King Yoren's enemies to have it either. A friend of mine at Fort Amol might be able to tell us more about the metal. That would be extremely helpful. The Argonian, Alito, is an alchemist. She tinkers with metals and crystals and dabbles in all kinds of magic. She'd be able to identify the metal. You can find her in the alchemist shop in Fort Amol.
I'm happy that the mine is back under our control, but I can't shake this bad feeling I have. I overheard Magister Ozan say she sent word to the Orc Thane about an unusual discovery. After I told Treaty what I heard, she decided to scout the area. We don't want any more surprises. I hope not, but who can say? Could you watch for any of Fildgor's soldiers? A courier, maybe? We don't want word about that mysterious metal reaching the wrong ears.
Was she carrying Osan's letter? What did you find when you took down the messenger? I'll take that and burn it. We've had enough trouble with Vildgor and his followers to last a lifetime. Thanks for intercepting this. I think we'll be fine. Maybe we'll be a little more diligent about guard duty. We don't want to get caught unawares again. Thanks for all your help. I'll make sure this letter is destroyed.
Yes? What do you want? Unusual? How unusual? Is it stone, metal, crystal? The suspense is killing me. Actually, no. The suspense is rather mild, and I'm already bored. People always want me to examine this or study that, like I don't have enough to do. Clothes. Attracts trolls. Well, let me see it then. This might be more interesting than I originally thought. Don't rush me. Better yet, make yourself useful. Bring me the Varla stone tincture from over there, and be careful with it. It is rare and rather unstable. Alchemy. It's not for the faint of heart. I told you it was unstable. I'm sure the feeling will return to your fingers eventually. I need one more thing. Ovold's study of metallurgic anomalies. I was reading it by the river while I was getting some sun. I think I left it out there. Analysis takes time. Proper procedure must be followed, and careful study can't be rushed. And sometimes I perform random experiments just to see what happens. Now hurry. I need to check Ovold's notes. I think he mentioned this ore.
If you want to try again, Fjord, you only need to ask.
Why? So you can embarrass me again, lizard? I don't think so.
It can be done. Don't give up yet.
You cheated, Varilla. Sharp, pointy arrows aren't good enough for Dark Elves. You had to make your arrows explode!
Why do you care what arrows I used? The lizard didn't care, and it's his challenge.
People claim many things. Some claim to be the best gamblers, others the best lovers. Me? I'm the best hunter you'll ever meet. No question about it. I've never lost a hunting competition. Not a one.
Confidence and swagger. I like that. Well, let's see you beat my record. Even Eastmarch's best hunter over there couldn't catch that many rabbits in under a minute. But I'll make it easy for you. One rabbit keeps eluding me. Nab it, and you win.
Those are the rules. The one rabbit, he's quick. I call him Golden Jack. You nab him, you win. Grab the bow by the river, and let me know when you're ready to start. Let me know when you're ready. Varilla will start counting. If I knew how to get that damn rabbit, don't you think I would have caught him by now? He's too quick. You can't line up a shot. Varilla almost got him, but it wasn't on purpose. Those exploding arrows of hers, she fired at something else and almost caught Golden Jack in the blast.
If you want to win this contest, come talk to me. Sure, you could use normal, non-magical, absolutely regular arrows. Or you could use exciting arrows, fiery arrows, arrows that get to go boom. From me. My exploding arrows can take out multiple rabbits with one shot. Very effective. But they'll cost you. Steady Hand's confident. He won't mind. He encourages challengers to use whatever advantage they can think of to try and beat him. When you put it that way, why not? Here you go.
Let me know when you're ready. Varilla will start counting. Only kills made with the hunting bow count. Kills with any other weapon are disqualified.
You have exactly 1 minute to nab the appropriate number of rabbits, or to snag Golden Jack. Do either of those and you win. Your time starts now.
Why do you hate us, Nord? Your own king declared us allies, but still, you turn us away.
Don't put words in my mouth, Dark Elf. I said you could enter Fort Armor, but because you can't stay. Official business of the kingdom takes precedence.
Good try. Not enough to beat me, but good try. Try all you want. You'll never beat my record. But knock yourself out. Let me know when you're ready. Your time. How? You... I can't believe you beat me. No one ever beats me. Fine, you win. But as soon as you leave Eastmarch, I'll be the best hunter here again.
How's it feel to lose, lizard?
Shut it. Scale this one. I'm still a better hunter than you.
Where have you been? Something gnawed on the cover. Ah, well, the uninitiated are always hungry for knowledge. Let me see what Ovold has to say about this metal. Nonsense! Careful attention to detail and advanced preparation always results in stable, safe experiments. Now, let's test this mysterious ore. Interesting. Very interesting. I remember reading something. A reference. Let me just add a pinch of purified frost salt and see what happens. That was exciting. Hardly a scratch. I still don't have any idea what to make of this ore, but the residual dust could be useful. I'll go up to the mine and talk to Yeomand. I need more samples. This dust may be valuable, even if I don't fully understand it yet.
My comrade, I am very glad to see you again. This is the Council of Province Generals. They run the guild under the direction of the Guildmaster, and they're very concerned. I've been speaking to them about our experiences with the ghost of Yofnir and the attack on the Earthforge. The Council feels that we need to further investigate Yofnir's death. You will be their eyes and ears, with Aleph assisting you. She's gone to get some air outside. She can explain in more detail. If anyone can get to the bottom of this, it's you and Aleph. She went for a walk to get some air. I think you'll find her near the docks. Stendarr, guard your steps, my friend. I'm sure you've seen some of the Council as you've traveled across Tamriel. Each represents a former province of the Empire, managing business there for the Guildmaster. Stendarr give us strength. Just amazing to think of this as the full council. Skyrim, High Rock, elsewhere, Valenwood, and Cyrodiil. Hardly the whole of the Empire. We've lost a number of generals over the last few years, and a few even quit after Yofnir died. I finished what I could on the weapon, and we repaired the damage from the Daedric attack on the Earthforge. The core remains unfinished, though, while we deal with these plots. Aleph reached out to members of the Mages Guild. They tried to summon his spirit, talk to him. They failed. Aleph says something is preventing him from talking to us. I don't know much of such things, but I'm sure she has the right of it. I wish I knew. I extend her Stendarr's grace, but the Council isn't willing to do the same. She disappeared from quarters after the attack on the Forge. They've actually ordered the rank and file to search for her. No, I don't. But I'm one of the few. Aleph has already made up her mind as well. Not only does she think Colors ordered the attack, Aleph's convinced she murdered Yofnir. Damn it.
You have spoken to Merrick, then? Seen the Council? It is about time we acted. This one apologizes, comrade. She has been urging action for some time. Finally, to be able to... We have been tasked with investigating Yofnir's death, yes? We should begin. Yofnir kept a room nearby. Aleph gave instructions no one was to be allowed inside until we arrived. I shall keep watch here. Enter Yofnir's quarters and search for something. Anything to suggest a road to travel. Aleph knew she could trust you. Too many voices, all of them very important, used to being heard. They want this mystery solved, and they want it solved now. They are used to combat, direct action. All this thinking hurts their heads. Aleph would have hoped you'd notice by now. This one loves to fight, loves the thrill of combat. But a thorny puzzle, a tricky lock, a track to follow in the woods, just as much fun as a blade in a brawl. We found him in his quarters, the endless sleep. It was very sudden, but at the time we thought nothing of it. Yafnir was getting old. Sooner or later, one of the faster blades would have made him sit down. None. And slow though he was, he never would have gone to... what was it? Yes, Sovngarde. He never would have gone to Sovngarde without a fight. Anything out of place, anything connected with a place or a person. We thought his death just the touch of chance, so we did not know to search. Anything might be a clue. The moment the plague disappeared from the gorge, traders were selling their wares again. Amazing! What have you found? Interesting, interesting. Ragenthar is a dwarven ruin. Why would he... We must travel there, comrade. See if we can uncover more. Relics? Yafnir was no scribe. He was like most Nords this one has met. A Warhammer diplomat. The guild lost some contracts because of it, but the rank and file loved him. Good thought. Perhaps some in the guild hall saw him there. This one suggests you question our comrades in Windhelm. Aleph will meet you nearby. She has some preparations to make. There is a bridge just outside the Windhelm gates. Meet Aleph there, and we will journey to Ragnar together.
Greetings, stranger. It looks like you have something for me. Then by all means, let me have it. Excellent. The fort is back under our control, thanks to you. You've made quite a name for yourself amongst our soldiers, friend. Lieutenant Koruni in particular seems suitably impressed with your efforts.
Listen, if you're part of this group, I already explained this a dozen times. Feel free to enter Fort Armel, but the inn is full. There's no more room. And the Jarl's Keep is off limits too, of course. King Yoren and the Ebonheart Pact leaders are meeting here. Between the Nords, the Argonians, and the Dark Elf contingent, they filled up the inn. They even had to set up tents on the far side of town. That's not for me to say. I don't even want to guess. Commander Ian might have an idea, but you'd have to get it out of him. Whatever the king's business is, though, it must be urgent to call the various leaders of the pack together so suddenly.
Where's that lazy skiver? I'm going to kill him. What do you want? Someone steal your gold pouch or something? What's it matter to you? Have business with the king, do you? We stand in line with the rest of the peasants. Seems like every alley rat decided to show up and whine about something when they heard the king was coming. But he's not here for that. King shows up with his honor guard and all the pact officials, clearly up to something important. You just expect me to tell you what that is? Did you always get milk when you whined for it as a baby? Be off! I need to find one of my guards. You're going to stick your nose into this no matter what I say, aren't you? Fine. Thod decided to have a drink with the prince's entourage last night. Haven't seen him since. Probably passed out somewhere. But I can't be too careful right now. I just want this all to be over. We're not used to dealing with so many different groups all in one place. All right. Find Thod and I might let some information slip. We'll leave it at that.
The tales of Nords and their mead drinking are legendary, but Yegi here? He's absolutely epic. He's been drinking for 2 days straight now. 2 days! You must mean that drunken idiot who tried to keep up with Yegi. He wasn't even in the same league. Whatever he was drinking was pretty foul, though. It smelled more like wet Kaguti than sweet mead. I think it might have been Argonian. He wandered toward the river, carrying a few bottles of that vile Argonian beverage. He's probably still down there. I'd wager he's either passed out or nursing a bad headache right about now.
Oh, whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or maybe you need me to cut up your food for you. Wait, I know you. From Deshawn. Don't say a word. No one must know who or what I am.
Too much to do and too little time.
Oh yes, Narayu. Whatever you say, Narayu. I don't want to sleep. A perfectly good dream. Oh, Narayu. I love you, Narayu.
Oh, if you're still looking for Thod, I wouldn't worry about it. He and the commander headed for the barracks. Thod's getting an earful, I'm sure. I apologize if we wasted your time. I'm sure it was one of the other guards. There are a lot of us, and we're known to relax with a bottle of mead or two when we're off duty. And never to excess. So really, I wouldn't worry about it. Listen, I saw them both just a moment ago, and unlike the commander, I slept last night. Now, it's not that I don't believe you found a drunk Nord by the river. It wouldn't be the first time. It's just that it can't be thawed. I can prove it. Both the commander and Thod headed towards the barracks on the west side of town.
I told you that we need to be patient. You're always in such a hurry. It's starting to get on my nerves.
You're enjoying that body too much, I think. Why, I have a mind to... Can I help you with something? The Fort Amol guard barracks are off limits, so I hope you don't plan on trying to get inside. The commander is occupied by other matters at the moment. As one of the officials helping coordinate efforts at Fort Amol, perhaps I could be of service? I am a noble and an advisor to the Jarl of Fort Amol. I have been charged with making sure that all of our esteemed guests are well cared for. I assume you are part of King Yoren's guard if you seek to speak with Commander Iarn? Ah, yes, Thod. Of course, he was just here. As a matter of fact, you just missed him. You weren't the one looking for him earlier by chance. Eon mentioned someone looking into guard business. Not many folks care about Thod. Well, how about I help you instead? Eon has been on edge of late. Perhaps the king's presence makes him nervous. Or it's all these foreigners. Who knows? But he has been acting strange. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you. You seem eager to help, so I'm giving you something to do. If I toss around false accusations or involve the king's guards, it might seem like Fort Amol can't deal with its own problems. Trail the commander. Determine if my fears are justified. Hide behind the rocks nearby and wait for Iarn. You wouldn't want him to know you were following him now, would you?
Took you long enough, Commander.
I thought I was being followed. We have to be smart about all this.
Don't insult my intelligence. I know we only get one chance at this. Besides, word from the inside is that things are going well.
Good, good. I took care of things on my end. I stuffed all of the duplicates in Marla's house. As long as no one goes snooping around in there, we'll be fine.
You just have to poke your nose into things that don't concern you, don't you? You can join the rest of the bodies in here.
I'm afraid you just missed Commander Eon. Again. He was in a hurry. He always seems to run when everyone else around here just saunters. Have you been drinking with Thane Yegi and the soldiers? What? All of this in Marla's house? You have to understand how strange this sounds. You're telling me that the commander I was just speaking to is actually dead? And there are others? Including 2 dead Marlas? After that story, I think I might be the one who needs a drink. Well, thanks for the information. I'll make sure to look into these accusations as soon as I can. But you're not going to give up on this, are you? Listen, let's say I believe you. Let's say there are Stormfist agents impersonating people in Fort Armel. Even if all of this is true, we can't start a panic. The leaders of the Pact are here, for kind's sake. No, I didn't say that. I just don't want you running around crying murder, especially with the Pact delegations here. Think of how fragile our alliance already is. You should speak to Lord Velop. Tell him what you told me. He's the Jarl's advisor. He has his hand in everything that happens around here. Tell him what you told me. Leave nothing out. Velop's smart. If what you say is true, and by Kain I hope it isn't, he'll know what to do, without causing a panic. You'll probably find Lord Velop in the inn. Like most Nords, he enjoys his mead. And I understand that nobles can get particularly thirsty when the king is in town. You have to look at this from my point of view. A stranger walks into town and makes outlandish claims about spies and imposters and murders. How do I know that you're not one of these Stormfist traitors trying to cause trouble? You certainly are insistent. I'll grant you that much. Look, I'll check the house as soon as I can. In the meantime, go talk to Lord Velop. Shaw's bones if there really are spies in Fort Armel. His lordship will know what to do.
So, was the hunt successful? Did you find out what nefariousness our good Commander Eon is up to? What? No, I never imagined. I think you better tell me what happened, friend. And start at the beginning. Lower your voice. This can't be. How could Fildgor's soldiers get into the fort without being noticed? Did you tell anyone else about this? I'll need to have a word with Loanor. The implications for the Pact are horrifying. Dark elves and Nords have died. Finger-pointing will escalate into violence as soon as word gets out. Especially with Prince Ernskar's temper. Go to the Nord camp and speak with Thane Harvald. He's honorable and intelligent. I'm sure he'll want to keep this quiet. He also possesses common sense. If anyone knows how we should approach this problem, it's Thane Harvald.
The Nord don't need the help of the weakling Argonians and the cowardly Dark Elves. We can win this war on our own.
Your Uncle Fildgor has allied himself with the Stormfist clan and the Orcs, my prince. We need all the help we can get. You need to apologize to the delegates, and get them back to the table before this rift grows any wider.
Let the Pact shatter and fall for all I care. We need no one but ourselves. You grow old and weak, Harvold, like my father. This conversation is over.
The prince in his hot temper. He decided to hold his own meeting, while the king and the Pact ambassadors meet at the keep. He managed to insult both the Dark Elves And the Argonians with his posturing and boastfulness. Talk freely. Thane Oda is as trustworthy as I. But understand that I have enough trouble as it is, and I don't need any more bad news. I have my hands full trying to figure out how to calm the prince and get the packed delegates back to the meeting. And that's not what I wanted to hear. The prince will have to be told about this, of course. And the Argonian and Dark Elf delegates. They need to be able to protect themselves. I can't keep secrets from my prince, no matter how hot-headed he may be. I'll make him understand the seriousness of the situation. But I doubt the Argonians and Dark Elves will listen. They were very angry when they marched back to their camps. Perhaps, if you say that King Yoren sent you, they might not forgive the prince and return immediately, but they might listen to you. They need to know that we value the pact and their companionship. Do whatever it takes to make them happy. What does he always do? He opened his mouth and let words fall out. He said many terrible things and drove them away. And all his father asked him to do was coordinate troop movements and battle plans while the Council of War was in session.
Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want our respect? Come to Mournhold and dine like real nobles. Don't send us on a damn camping trip. I have no issues with King Yoren, but his son is an imbecile. He believes that the Nords are superior to all. And he had the audacity to insult Our Lady Amalexia. Let's see how well the Nords do against the Stormfists without our help. Let me think. No. Nothing comes to mind. The Dunmer are finished helping those who show no respect or gratitude. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm trying to stay warm. Feel free to talk to my servant Nario if you need something more.
I can't promise I'll remember any of this.
Oh, whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or maybe you need me to cut up your food for you. Wait, I know you. From Deshawn. Don't say a word. No one must know who or what I am. Shh, no one needs to know that. Veron gave me my first solo contract. It's a special one. Target's around here somewhere, but I haven't pinpointed where just yet, so I'm in disguise. Not my first choice of garb, but it works. Geld is an idiot, and the prince is, well, he's a royal idiot. Bringing those two together might hurt more than help with any problems you have here. But since you asked so nicely, I can help. Might even get me closer to my goal. I can be rather convincing when I need to be, especially in this attire. The Jarl keeps some of his best wine locked away in the barracks. Snag a couple of bottles for me. Just be careful in there. The guards don't like visitors. While I hate to hide such good looks, you're going to need a disguise. A guard uniform. I saw one of those idiots splashing around in the river not too long ago. If he's still there, you might be able to borrow his armor. For a friend, anything. One of the guards hates cats. Earlier I saw a cat run into the building. The guard chased it for an hour. Bring a cat with you. Might prove useful. I saw a bunch of them following the Argonians around. Try over there.
I think I figured out why cats like us so much. It's because we are so beautiful, and we smell good. Excuse me, but who are you?
And why is King Yoren requesting any help from us? The prince made it very clear that he thinks very little of my eggkin and I. Why we even bothered coming here is beyond me. The prince cares nothing for us. He refused to send any help to my kin in Darkwater Crossing. The trolls wander the town now, and only the Hiss knows what happened to my people. I offer the same thing to you as the prince offered to me. Nothing. King Yoren is a good man, strong and wise. I hear he hates cats. He gave shelter to my people when they fled from the Stormfists and their orc allies. But that doesn't change the current situation, and Prince Ernskar is still a Gwarlicker. It's too late to help Darkwater, but not to reclaim our honor. A deal then. If you remove the head of the large troll we call Death in Winter and bring it to me, I will consider returning to Ernskar's meeting for the king.
Not another cat. I hate...
Do you know what that sweat had me fetch while you were gone? Food from the other tent, as if walking 10 feet would kill him. I got the food, though. Added a special berry, too. His stomach would appreciate it. I knew I could count on you. Reliability is an admirable trait. This will taste good. Probably make taking orders from that barking dog over there a bit more tolerable. And it should be enough to get the job done. To get Geld's nice and comfortable. Then I'll convince him that what he just drank was poisoned. Lucky for him, I have the antidote. Of course. He'll do whatever I want to get it. And that should be very entertaining. Of course. How did you think I was going to convince him? Now, do me a favor and stay alert out there. I've seen enough shadows and sheepish grins to know that something isn't right in Fort Armor. But that's why I'm here now, isn't it? to drink my drink?
What's that smell? It's awful. My people came to Fort Amo from the west, but the town wasn't big enough to absorb them. They settled at Darkwater Crossing. Then the trolls came. You have done what that arrogant prince would not do. Thank you. Perhaps that is for them to decide, but at least they have that choice. Like King Yoren, you demonstrate honor. I will return to the prince's meeting and hear what he has to say. You have earned that much.
My hatchling lives because of you. I tell all I see, so your legend will grow in the Hist.
I heard that you've been hard at work. A powerful troll for the Argonians? Really? That's quite remarkable. And I spoke to Prince Ernskar. He agrees that he might have been a little arrogant. Especially when I told him what you discovered. Maybe now we can all get back to the business at hand, instead of just throwing insults at each other. With the Pact working together again, we should be able to sniff out Fildgor's spies easily enough. Now my only concern is for the king. He's surrounded himself with our strongest warriors, but the element of surprise gives Fildgor an advantage. After what you said the Stormfists have already accomplished, how can we trust anyone on the other side of the keep's gate? I know King Yoren requested privacy for this meeting with the ambassadors, but I can't just assume everything is all right. Actually, Lord Verlop suggested that you two take care of it. I need to keep the prince in line, and we don't want to tip our hand to the Stormfists. Besides, I know you can handle yourself. Get in there and secure the king. The gates have been sealed since we arrived, but Lord Verlop should be able to open them. King Yoren was adamant that no one disturb the meeting. I imagine that whatever they are discussing in there, Fildgor is definitely at the heart of it. King Yoren is guarded by a squad of soldiers he selected personally. I'm sure everything is fine. Still, we can't be too careful. But I don't want to embarrass the king needlessly. You and Lord Verlop can handle this. I have faith in you.
I believe I'll have another.
That's strange. Where are the guards? Oh, that's right. They're dead. Just like you're about to be. You know, you were a real pain in my side. I sent you after Ian and Marla, but somehow you survived. Then I sent you to sabotage the prince. But instead, you brought the pact together. Well, if you want something done, you just have to do it yourself.
Move or call out and lose your tongue. Simple,
Wait,
right?
Don't kill me. I can help you. Yoren's still alive. You need me.
No one likes a liar, Nord. No one. Let's talk, hero. Why did I ever let Baron convince me to come to Eastmarch?
Told you something bad was gonna happen. I didn't want you to walk into this trap alone, so I followed you. Good thing, too. I've been tracking a Breton illusionist by the name of Dalin for a while now. The villain created quite a stir by assassinating a few nobles in Mournhold recently. I discovered that he took a contract with Fildgor and tracked him to this region. Not exactly, but I'd wager he's inside the keep. I'm not sure what we'll find in there, but you'll need to be quick. Dalin's already a step ahead of us. The man bought Verlop with a promise of gold. Who knows who else he's got on his side. I need to make sure our Alliance friends are playing nice with each other. Then I'll meet up with you. I'll try and get out of this damn dress and into some proper clothing. How do women wear stuff like this all the time? Well, thanks. Maybe I could get used to wearing such finery when things aren't so dangerous. What am I saying? Get your ass in there and save King Yoren! Idiot! We're surrounded by the enemy!
The big bad storm fists are outside. Maybe we should go upstairs so I can protect you, all proper-like.
People really frustrate me sometimes. Maybe we should go upstairs so I can protect you. Who even says that? He could have complimented my eyes, or my... Never mind. He's one of Dalin's thugs. No sign of the king, though. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Windows are wonderful things, my darling. No one ever remembers to lock them. I'm sure you've crawled into or out of more than a few windows over the course of your adventures. I found 2 doors in here, but they're both locked tight. I'm sure the king is behind one of those doors. We just need to figure out how to open them. I don't think you'll just find a key lying around. But you never know. I'll check down here. Take a look upstairs and see if you can find anything.
So you have finally come to the aid of the king. Thank you for all your hard work here in Fort Amal. I can't say that Verloc was as useful as I hoped, but he served his purpose, right? I mean, just look at me. Stunning, am I not? A Breton leading the Nords. Who would have thought of it? For all intent and purposes, I am the real king now. Any who would challenge that are being dealt with. But I wanted to congratulate you. So many lives lost because of you. I'm envious. That poor guard Floanor, greedy Lord Verloc, the mind reels. Verloc did say that he would take care of her, didn't he? My poor Verloc was many things, but a liar wasn't one of them. Then there's that pretty little dark elf outside. feisty one. She'll be a fun one to kill. And of course, King Euron. He's enjoying a gift from Filgor, the king that saved his people from the Akaviri, killed by his own brother. Yet, no one will ever know. No, they will find the body of poor Dalen the Breton, defeated by their heroic king. Oh, that would be me. Well, yes, that's the entire point of why we're here. Now I must apologize. I have matters to attend to. You'll find that my guards now control the manor. You can try to stop us, but I doubt you'll have very much luck.
Dalen said you were coming after us. Let's see how you handle two of the best warriors of the Stormfist Brigade. Filgor will rule this land.
King Yoren's breathing is shallow. The poison Dalen used, it's tainted. Daedric, I'm not sure what it's doing to this poor man, but I don't think he will survive. The illusionist fooled us all. His magic allowed the Stormfist to look like people we trusted. Something in the wine we shared, we think. One of them took the form of the king's servant. He poisoned the king's dinner. Fighting broke out as soon as King Yoren fell ill. We dragged him away from the meeting and locked ourselves in here. When the Stormfist broke in, I thought we were finished. If that woman hadn't shown up, we'd probably be dead right now. She never identified herself. When the Stormfist broke in, she just appeared out of nowhere and put 2 daggers in their backs. Then she told us help was coming, and she ran off. She wore a helmet, but I'm pretty sure she was a dark elf. We should be fine, and we're not helpless. We can protect the king. But please hurry just the same. I don't know how long he can resist the poison.
I figured it'd be up here. Another contract completed by, well, you again. I wonder if the Tong is testing me or something. Still, a success is a success, right? I hope I didn't scare the ambassadors too badly. When you entered the safe room, I heard the ambassadors trying to be quiet upstairs. Next thing I know, Stormfist thugs are waving their axes around and attacking the manor. I was about to leave the same way I entered. Well, I couldn't let you have all the fun. Seriously, you have to understand. My organization used to be respected. Now we're hunted for what we were, what we represented. That has to change. I was talking about you, but I also figured more backup wouldn't hurt. Ernskar and his guards are downstairs. They rushed over as soon as the fighting started. But King Yoren, he didn't look so good. He's not going to make it, is he? Bildegor plays dirty. I wish I could help more, but I've already overstepped the limits of my contract. I need to get back to Mournhold. A new matter involving a rival group has become an issue. These people still need your help, hero. Always the hero, aren't you? I'm kidding. I'll find you again when I need your help. In fact, I'd like that. Now go. Save King Yoren. He needs you more than I do at the moment.
Where is my father? What did our so-called allies do to him? I'll kill every single Argonian and Dark Elf myself if my father's been harmed. Filgor might have driven the blade, but the Dark Elves and Argonians did nothing to protect my father. Now where is he? Tell me! Guards, go to the king at once. As for you, what's your involvement in all this? Why are you here? Then we are allies, for now. I must go to my father. I don't care how we do it, but his life must be saved. My father can't die. Filgor will not win this war. Not this way. I forbid it.
There must be something we can do for the king.
The Stormfists have been dealt with, and the duplicates rounded up. But whatever poison attacks the king grows worse with each passing hour. We can't help him without more information. Now our enemies stoop so low as to ally themselves with Daedra. The poison will kill the king before we can get him to the healers in Windhelm. And no one here can cure a poison like this. We need to ask the Turnian monks for help. An old cult worshipped totem gods. Call them monks or witches as you will, but they wield strong healing magic. Their rituals are complex, and those who seek their help must bring their own ritual components. The poison weakens the king. We need a substance to bolster his life force. The Turnian monks also require a focus. An object or even a person. Something or someone that possesses a rare power can serve this function. The blood of a vampire gives strength and vitality, even to those on death's door. Whatever runs through their veins serves to enhance their life force. The tiniest amount should suffice to get the king through the ritual. His body is shutting down. This blood will work as a countering agent to the poison. It won't be enough to turn him, I don't think. Besides, we don't have many options available to us, do we? The hot springs to the north. Rumors suggest the place is haunted by the undead. Wittistada, they call it. Let's hope the rumors are true. Of course, you'll also need to get one of them to give you its blood. The Argonians joked about one of their own during the feast. They called him the Dreamwalker. He watches over the dreams of the people of Darkwater Crossing. Yes, the same place where the trolls now run rampant. The spirits assure me that this Dreamwalker still lives. He is essential to saving King Yoren. Where he hides, that I don't know. Search Darkwater Crossing for some clue as to where the Argonians have gone. I am connected to the spirits of this world. Specifically, I have a bond with the spirit of the wolf. This bond has existed my entire life, even when I was a small child. When the spirits called to me, I left my home to seek them out. I found the Tunnian monks. A cult, some would call them, but they heard the spirits just as I did. They took me in, trained me to listen to the call of the wild, to hone my skills, to be one with nature. I was young, and I missed my family. My responsibility to my bloodline finally called me back to Windhelm. I left the people I grew to love in the middle of the night, and never looked back. Now we must go to them to save our king.
Pain makes victim delirious. She falls in and out of consciousness. The troll bite is inflamed, and it begins to ooze.
Please, Stormy. There must be something you can do.
Too much to do and too little time. A stranger offers aid. You dare to put your own life in danger for the benefit of others? That sounds too good to be true. Well, I would be foolish to turn down help, wherever it comes from. I need certain materials to perform the ritual. Can you gather them for me? I need you to catch torch bugs. I need 5 pairs of wings. No more, no less. I also need the satchel for my home. The intact building. The one with a sturdy lock. The key should be in an urn near the house. I tossed it in there when I ran by. It will help me find my way through her dreams. I enter the dream stride and cure people from within. I've always had this gift. I try to use it for good, but things don't always work out the way you hope. I try not to think about those times.
here somewhere. It has to be. Who are you? What are you doing in here? Everyone was supposed to be gone. Just gathering my belongings. I had to leave so suddenly I missed a couple of necessities. Now get out of my house, won't you? I don't want you here. Figures you'd be working with the lizards. They always lure outsiders to their cause with false promises and sob stories. Those Argonians are killers. If you're working with them, you're no better than they are. What am I talking about? That Dreamwalker! He uses dark magic he doesn't understand. How many innocents have to die because of his recklessness? That's just what he wants you to believe. And you're stupid enough to listen to his lies. It's a shame a troll didn't rip your heart out. It's what you and those killers deserve. Now get out of my way. I have what I came for. Take care of this nuisance. He's trying to help the lizards. Those who let the innocent die? You're no better than they are. Dare you help the Argonians? The filthy lizards. They killed my wife. She put her faith in the Dreamwalker. Put her life in his hands. My wife was ill. This Dreamwalker, he promised he could cure her by entering her dreams. She swore off practical medicines, said there were other ways. There were lies. I held her hand as her life slipped away. He killed her. I came here to make them suffer. All of them. To make them feel the pain as I did. I put blood around the village, lured the trolls here. I watched them destroy the place, and now, it seems I hold the life of another in my hands. Whoever the Dreamwalker is trying to save. He sent you for his reagents, didn't he? That's why you were in the house. That's why I was there too. To make sure he never stepped into another dream again. Let me go, and I'll tell you where to find them. I tried to destroy this monster after what he did to my wife, but it's out of my hands now. Let me go, and I'll tell you where I hid the reagents. Kill me, and you'll never find them. Then I die, and the Dreamwalker's reagents are lost for all time. Do it. Take my life. My wife, she waits for me.
Did you bring the items I requested? That poor man. I once knew a Redguard. Good man, had a loving wife. Very sad time, but that's another discussion. It's bad we have no reagents. Will make the ritual more dangerous, less likely to succeed. Must try anyways. Do not have much time left. Still have chance of saving, even now. Just much more dangerous. Many thanks to you for trying. We'll remember that, whatever happens. I am so sorry, my sister. I failed you. It didn't work. I wasn't able to shield myself from the nightmares. She is gone. I couldn't save her. I'll recover. Sometimes the magic goes wrong and bad things happen. I'd risk all of this and more if I had another chance to save her. But no, it was not to be. Without my reagents, I couldn't protect myself from the horrors that roam the Dreamstride. But I don't blame you. At least you tried to help when no one else cared. That means very much to me. Not exactly. Sometimes even when everything goes right, something goes wrong. You can't save everyone, no matter how hard you try. The Redguard hates me for what happened to his wife. I guess he got his revenge. He took one of our own this day. Will hate bring back Sister of Wind? Did it bring back Osmala's wife? He did what anyone would do. He sought revenge against the one he thought was responsible. He did what he thought was right. I'll tell Bluebird about her egg sister, then I'll let the clan grieve for its loss. Once I know the clan is safe, I will move on. Find a new purpose. That's the way of the Dreamwalker. We'll stay here for a while, at least until the trolls are gone. Many thanks for your help. If you ever have the need for a Dreamwalker, you only need to ask. It would be my honor to help one who helped us. If you ever need assistance, you need only to ask. I owe you the largest of favors, as do my people. Of course, a favor was promised, and a favor you shall receive. What do you ask of me? Poison? Poison is more dangerous than physical wounds. Some of these vile substances cause dreams to collapse. No matter, a promise is a promise. Where is the king? The Eternian monks? I have heard many things about them. Many interesting abilities are attributed to these monks. Now I'm eager to visit the Eternians. I'll meet you there.
dead aren't supposed to walk around. And they certainly aren't supposed to attack innocent loggers. The dead emerged from bone-strewn barrow. I was working when it started. I buried my axe and 3 of them, but they kept on coming. My family's still out there, and the countryside is crawling with those damn creatures. Can you check on my family? We have 3 logging cabins scattered around the bone-strewn crest. Look for my brother, my cousin, and my wife. I can sneak around, but I can't fight Draugr in this state. Please, make sure my family is all right. My wife Jaquil and I share the cabin farthest to the north. My brother Kurthor, we don't talk much. He keeps to himself in the cabin near the Way Shrine. And my cousin Agnadir lives in the cabin near the springs. Sure, I guess. I'd prefer it if you went and helped them, though. But ask your way. My wife Jaquil is a strong woman. She can handle herself. But I'm afraid that the Draugr might be too much for her. My brother Kurthor is strong and hard-headed. We don't always get along. I wouldn't wish these shambling monsters on my worst enemy. My cousin Agnadir is so young and so beautiful. We agreed to allow her to apprentice with us for this season. If something happens to her, what am I going to tell her mother?
You're walking, but you're not dead. You picked the wrong day to visit our camp, stranger. My husband, Selgard? Is he all right? Why isn't he with you? What of the others? Did you find my brother-in-law? My young cousin? Kain, have mercy on my family. Don't worry about me. Save your concern for the next dead thing that walks through that door.
Did you find them? Is my family all right? Shore's bones. Why did I offer shelter to those travelers? I should have known better. They seemed friendly enough, and we never turn away those in need. But they asked the oddest questions about Bone-strewn Barrow. They were much too interested in that old crypt. They wanted to know how old it was, how big it was, if it was dangerous. People visit the barrow from time to time. I didn't think anything of it until I helped one of them steady his pack. Owen was his name, if I recall. A helmet spilled out. A Covenant helmet. I should have done something then. Their leader, Valsent, he saw what happened. He thanked me and said it was time for them to depart. They headed out without another word. I knew something was wrong, but I was just happy to see them leave. They said they were going to Windhelm, but I watched them go. They headed toward the barrow. I don't know, but it wasn't long after they entered the barrow that the Draugrs shambled onto Bone-strewn Crest. Go see what those Covenant milk drinkers are up to. Maybe then my brother and cousin can rest in peace. Now, I need to see my wife.
You will not stop Valsent.
Thank the gods! Please, you have to let me out of here. Please, get me out of here. I'm Owen Pavel. I'm part of an expedition that was sent to explore this barrow. My team was cataloging the ruins when the Draugr attacked. What? No! How can you say that? All right, I'll confess. This is all wrong. I joined the Lion Guard for a little adventure, but this isn't what I had in mind. Volson's mad. He intends to raise an undead army. He has no orders. He's totally gone rogue. Pull the switch to my left. It will unlock the cage and open the door to the ceremonial chamber. That's where Volson is doing God knows what. But please, don't pull the switch to my right. Nothing good. Please don't touch the right switch. Fine. Have it your way. It activates some sort of mechanism. This cage is some kind of sacrificial device. I beg you, whatever you do, leave the right switch alone.
Oh, whoops. Would you believe me if I told you I didn't mean to do that? Oh well.
My army of undead. Advance!
I returned to Jakilde after you went to the barrow. We've been hiding in here. Did you find those Covenant milk drinkers? Did you stop them? Then the Draugr should slowly return to their graves. In the meantime, we'll stay in here until they go away. I curse the Covenant for what it's done. Thank you for helping us.
Please, you have to help me. Please help me. I pushed her down, and now she's gone. It was the only way I could get away from those horrible monsters. We were on our way back to Windhelm. We decided to take a shortcut, and those monsters surrounded us. I've never seen anything like them before. They were everywhere, all around us. There were so many of them. By the three! Look out! I need to go. I need to get out of here. Those things are everywhere. Please, my friend may still be alive. If you see her, you need to save her. We were near the center of the hot springs when we were attacked. I pushed Imhe down. It was the only thing I could do to get away. I wasn't thinking. I never meant to hurt her. Please, find Imhe. I need to go.
Stay away from me, you monster.
Damn it, woman. You need to come with me now. The sun hurts me more than you know. We need to get inside. Scales here is about to have a really bad day if she doesn't come with me right now. That bite, it's spreading faster than she realizes. These creatures are the twisted offspring of a vampire, and their bite is just as dangerous. Once bitten, the curse seeps into your body. It gets into your blood until the fever takes you. Then the craving comes over you. The craving for blood. There may be a way. I need to get her back to my manor, though. If she stays out here too long, the sun will find her. Then she'll experience a pain like she has never felt before. Right now, she just needs to shut up and listen to me. I'm just like the creatures that attacked her. Except my mind is my own, and I'm a little more sensitive to sunlight. Now, before you do something we'll both regret, hear me out. If I'm going to save Scales, I'm going to need your help. I need blood fiend dust. You can get it from the creatures that bit her. Then maybe we can reverse the effects and save Scales here. I'll keep her safe in the meantime. If you can get that dust, bring it to my manor. The cursed blood of my family does indeed run through my veins. I'm not ashamed of it. What I am ashamed of is what my people do with this power. Time to go, Scales. We need to make sure you don't turn into one of these creatures.
What are you doing? No, don't let him take me.
Okay, I think this is a good place to pause. When we come back next week, we will be able to collect some dust and collect some blood. So until next time, I'll see you all later.